What's going on there, YouTube, and welcome to Fresh Comic Stories. Guys, this is the channel where we basically sit down and cover different kinds of comic book stories. Now guys, today we are going to continue our coverage over Moon Knight because guys, you liked the last video a lot, and I say, you know what, let's go ahead and continue our coverage over Moon Knight. Now guys, today we are going to cover Moon Knight 2006 title Volume 2. Now guys, Volume 2 is basically Moon Knight being tied into the original Civil War. And so guys, the big question was back in Civil War, not really a big question, but one of the many questions back in Civil War was, where is Moon Knight? Where was Moon Knight in Civil War? Well, this book right here basically gives us that answer. And so guys, we are going to see why Moon Knight did not join the Civil War battle. But anyway though guys, I do hope you like this video, and if you do, please hit the like and subscribe. But anyways guys, let's go ahead and dive into Moon Knight Volume 2. Now guys, to begin our story, we do pick up with Moon Knight himself. Now guys, this is Moon Knight basically being Moon Knight once again. He is out there being a superhero, but this time though guys, he's out there just going after some regular low-level criminals, like some low-level thugs. And thing is though guys, I want to establish one thing real quick. When it comes to Moon Knight walks this borderline of being a killer. Like, he's not a killer like Punisher, but the thing is though guys, Moon Knight will kill. If he has to kill, he will kill. But the thing is though guys, there's times he will not kill. And so that's why I say, when it comes to Moon Knight is not like the Punisher. Moon Knight walks that borderline of, hey, you never know. I could kill you or I could not kill you. You'll never know until it actually happens. Now, the thing is though guys, we do pick up with Moon Knight just basically beating a man down. Like, this man is bleeding and Moon Knight does not care at all because he wants to mark his territory, to tell the world that Moon Knight is back in town. Now the thing is though guys, you do have Spider-Man kind of walk up on Moon Knight like, hey man, what in the world are you doing? Because guys, Moon Knight and Spider-Man, they're not the closest friends, but they do have some kind of past. And the thing is though guys, you're seeing Spider-Man look at Moon Knight like, dude, why in the world are you basically beating that man into the ground for? Like, we don't do that. And the thing is though guys, you do have Moon Knight kind of like dismiss Spider-Man and just walks away. He walks away, gets inside his limo, and just drives off. Now guys, this is basically Marvel back then telling us that Moon Knight does not have all his equipment back yet. Because guys, remember, Moon Knight used to fly around in a little ship, a jet that was shaped like a moon. And the thing is though guys, he does not have it right now because one, he did crash it in our last story, but two, because he does not have anybody to actually fix it yet, because Frenchie, his last mechanic, is not helping him right now. Frenchie is there as support, but not as a mechanic. And so right now, he has no choice. He has to ride around town in a limo. Now, the thing is though guys, while he's riding around in this limo, he is being talked to by Khonshu. Now guys, remember, back in our last video, Khonshu appeared in front of Moon Knight as Bushman. Now guys, Bushman was the character that Moon Knight killed basically back in our last story. But the thing is though guys, Khonshu still wants to have Moon Knight be a killer for him, to go out there and do his bidding. The thing is though, Moon Knight does not want to kill anymore. He just wants to beat up heroes in his own way. Now, you do have Khonshu, who again is appearing to Moon Knight as Bushman, telling him, you have to kill. You have to kill. Like, you have to go out there and do my bidding. Now, you also have Khonshu tell Moon Knight that they're coming after you. that sooner or later you're going to have Iron Man or Captain America come after you to join their silly civil war. Now, we do jump over to two random people. Now, thing is though, guys, we do not get to find out who these two people are just yet. Instead, you have Marvel kind of tell us that this random lady is trying to fix this man's face. Now, the thing is though, guys, you're watching her throw like body pieces off this man's face. For example, his jawline. Like, she just basically is trying to fix his face to make him look somewhat decentable. Now, the thing is though, guys, you do have this man tell the lady that I am going after him. I will get my revenge against the man who made me like this. It's all his fault, and I will get my revenge. Now, the thing is though, guys, while he's telling her about getting his revenge, he does drop a clock that's basically right now showing the time of midnight. And when he drops this clock to the ground level of this random building, we see a bunch of different clocks at the same time at midnight, telling us that this character could be the Midnight character. Now, we do jump back over to Mark Spector, aka Moon Knight. Now, the thing is though, guys, Moon Knight is still trying to basically get his body back the way he wants it to. Guys, remember, in our last video, when we saw Moon Knight in the beginning, he was a broken man. Both his legs were severely broken, and so he's still trying to basically get himself back into the superhero life in the fit body form. Now, you do have Mark Spector kind of meet up with Frenchie. Now, the thing is though, guys, remember guys, Frenchie was the mechanic for Moon Knight and also a long-term friend. Now, guys, remember, Frenchie said, I'll be there for you as support, but I will not be involved in your Moon Knight life. I cannot be there. My only goal for you, Mark, is to help you get back into top fit shape. That's it. But only because you're like me with two broken legs, and that's it. And so I don't want to be in part of your Moon Knight life. None of us want to be in part of your life right now, because right now I have to run my restaurant, my business. And so you kind of have Mark Spector beg Frenchie to kind of come back and to fix the Moon Knight chapter. Now, thing is though, guys, you have Frenchie say, no, I can't help you. I cannot rejoin basically the life of Moon Knight. Now, you do have Frenchie say, you know what? Let me take you somewhere else. Now, thing is though, guys, you do have Frenchie kind of take Moon Knight to an old diner. Now, thing is though, guys, we get introduced to an old character, and this character's name is Gina. Now, guys, Gina is not really one of the important characters in Moon Knight's life, but she was kind of like there for him. Gina was there for Moon Knight. The thing is though, guys, Gina right now at this point in Marvel Comics, she hates Moon Knight because she had two young boys, and one of those boys died because of Moon Knight. And so with one of her boys being killed thanks to Moon Knight, she's kind of like, I don't want you here. I don't want you here at all. Matter of fact, when my son died, where were you? Like, you didn't even bother to come by here to see how I'm doing. And so for Gina, she's kind of like, why in the world did you even come here for, Frenchie? And why in the world did you bring that man right there? Because that man is basically the man who ruined my life. Now, the thing is though, guys, you do have her other son, Ricky, kind of walk up to Moon Knight and Mark Spector, Moon Knight and Frenchie, and tell them, listen, my mom is still upset at you, but she understands what happened. She cares for you guys, but at the same time, she's mad at you guys. Also, you guys are walking in after the 1 year my brother had died. And so she's kind of like walks away from Mark Spector and Frenchie, and you do have her son Ricky kind of continue talking to Mark Spector just a tad bit. Basically, it's Mark Spector asking Ricky to be his new mechanic to fix the moon-shaped chopper. Now, to wrap up the first chapter of this storyline, you do have Moon Knight kind of go back to his office. The thing is though, guys, when he walks into his office, he is greeted by Captain America. Now guys, you're probably assuming, like I was when I read this book in the beginning, that the reason why Steve Rogers is here to talk to Moon Knight is to ask Moon Knight to join his side in the Civil War. And the thing is though guys, Mark Spector is also assuming the same thing. Because guys, remember, this storyline does take place right in the middle of Civil War. And so with this storyline taking place in the middle of Civil War, it's kind of like, okay, Steve Rogers is here to ask Moon Knight to join his side, to basically help him out in the Civil War battle. Now, the thing is though guys, you have Moon Knight kind of go off on Steve Rogers. He's kind of like, have you lost your mind? Because thing is though guys, when Moon Knight became Moon Knight once again, one of the first things he read in the paper was the superheroes are fighting one another. That you have Iron Man and Steve Rogers in this crazy Civil War. And so you have Moon Knight kind of go off on Steve Rogers. He's kind of like, the first day I come back to be Moon Knight, to be a hero, the first thing I read in the newspaper is that you guys are out there fighting one another over some damn law. And so you have Moon Knight say, you two are just a bunch of idiots, because there are a bunch of bad guys out there right now that you and Tony Stark should worry about. Instead, you're fighting over some stupid law. And now you're pulling in all these different superheroes who in the beginning had no part of, now being most wanted just like you, because you're trying to prove your point. And your point is basically making things worse. So no, I will not join your side. Now you have Steve Rogers kind of turn the tables back on Moon Knight and say, dude, I didn't come here to ask you to join my side. I came to tell you to get your crap together, because I just read a newspaper that some man named Moon Knight crashed a plane in a building. Now guys, this is kind of Steve Rogers saying, how in the world can you do that right after what happened on 9/11, where basically people died? We had a huge American tragedy. And so you have Steve Rogers say, dude, I would never ask you to come here because you are just as bad as Punisher. Maybe not as bad as him, but you're close enough. And I would never ask to have you on my team. I would never ask you to join my side in this Civil War. And so you also have Steve Rogers say, if I see you on the other side, or I see you on the field doing anything like you always been doing for the past few years, I will beat the living crap out of you. I will show you the true meaning of a superhero. Now, guys, we do jump forward in time, and we do pick up with Moon Knight once again, just being Moon Knight. But this time though, guys, he does go to a random crime scene. And the thing is though, guys, when he walks into this crime scene, all he sees is a blood pool, a pool of blood. And the thing is though, guys, in this pool of blood, there is a clock drawn out. And the thing is though, guys, it's right off the bat, you have Moon Knight thinking that this could be one of his old enemies back again to get revenge. And so Moon Knight's kind of like, a clock drawn out, this has to be midnight. Now the thing is though, guys, while Moon Knight is trying to figure out who the killer is, he does get greeted by Detective Flint. Now guys, Detective Flint is kind of like James Gordon to Batman. Detective Flint is like the police person for Moon Knight. So anytime Moon Knight needs some kind of police help, Mr. Flint is here to kind of give him that kind of help. Now, thing is though, guys, you do have Flint tell Moon Knight that you're coming after the CSI came by and cleaned some things up. There were hands and legs pointed to the top of the clock to tell us a time of midnight. Now, with that information right there, you do have Midnight say, he's back. He is back. Emil Mogart. I really hope I pronounced that correctly. Now guys, Emil Mogart is an old character in the Moon Knight comics. And what I mean is that, guys, Emil Mogart was a character named Midnight. And so things though, guys, Emil Mogart died years ago in comics. I mean, he's been dead for a good while now at this point in Marvel Comics. And so you kind of have Detective Flint tell Moon Knight, no, it can't be him because he's dead. Matter of fact, we ran some tests with his dead body, and hey, guess what? He's still dead. It's not Morgart, it's not Midnight. This is someone else trying to be the next Midnight. Now we do get a small glimpse of basically the two characters we saw earlier who were just kind of hidden from us, out there again killing somebody else. But this time we come to find out what their motive is. And the man of the group says, I'm waiting for him to finally come after me. I know he's been reading the papers. I know he sees all these different things referencing Midnight. Sooner or later, he has to come after me. And when he does, I'll be ready for him. I will finally get what I want from Moon Knight. Now, thing is though, guys, we do jump back over to Moon Knight. And thing is though, guys, Moon Knight is right now being Mark Spector, reading over the papers to see if he can find any more clues on who in the world the Midnight person could be. The thing is though, guys, while he's reading the paper, he is also greeted by Frenchie's boyfriend, Rob. And things though, guys, Rob is trying to help Moon Knight out. He's kind of like, listen, man, you had 2 broken legs. You need somebody out there to kind of help you get back into shape, back into your Moon Knight top fit body shape. And so I'm here as kind of guidance to get back into shape, to be a good superhero once again. Now guys, we do pick up with Rob and Mark Spector right now, kind of just basically working out. Now guys, remember, Rob is here to kind of help Moon Knight get back to being 100%, because guys, remember, in our last video, Moon Knight legs were broken. Like, both his legs were broken. And so right now, it's Rob trying to help Mark Spector out to get him become 100% once again. Now, thing is though, guys, while they're working out, you do have Rob kind of tell Mark Spector that he admires what Mark Spector does. He's kind of like, listen, I admire what you do out there. I see why you do what you do, because you have a world full of heroes. And all those other heroes, well, they're out there handling, big level threats. But you're over here trying to basically handle the low level stuff that those heroes would not even bother to try to help out with. But also, you're trying to make a point that the world should be more like you. When it comes to superheroes doing bad guys, they should be like you, where bad guys are actually scared of you. Now, the thing is though, guys, while Rob and Mark Spector are kind of bonding with one another, out of nowhere, they do get attacked by Jeff Wildy. Now guys, this is where I need to sit down and kind of explain things real quick. Because guys, Jeff Wildy is the current Midnight, because he is the second Midnight. The original Midnight was a guy named Anton Margart. Now guys, remember, Anton Margart was the same man that Moon Knight earlier in this video thought was the killer going around right now, because every time Moon Knight found a clue about midnight, it was basically a clock showing a time of midnight. And so when Anton Margart being the original Midnight, well, Moon Knight thought that he was back alive again. But we saw in the last chapter, Detective Flint told Moon Knight, no, Margart is still dead. His dead body is still where basically you left it at. Now, Jeff Wildy is the son of Anton Margart. And the thing is though, guys, when Anton Margart died originally years and years ago, well, Jeff Wildy basically took up the mantle of Midnight, but he did things differently. Instead of being a new bad guy for Moon Knight, Jeff Wildy tried to be the sidekick of Moon Knight. But the thing is though, guys, Jeff Wildy died being the sidekick of Moon Knight, not just once but twice. And so with him dying over 2 times over time, being basically tied in with Moon Knight, well, Jeff Wildy has gone mad. And the thing is though, guys, right now Jeff Wildy, he is a cyborg. So when he died the first time, you had this hidden group kind of turned Jeff Wilding into a cyborg. And so right now, he's back here to get revenge against Moon Knight, because he's kind of like, listen, this is your fault. I became your sidekick and I died. And the thing is though, instead of staying dead, a bunch of people basically worked on me and turned me into a cyborg. And so you kind of have Midnight kind of beat up on Rob and Moon Knight. Kind of like, listen, I only came here to give you a warning, only because I want you to find me. Right now, I'm just here to tell you hi, but I want you to go out there and do the Moon Knight thing. Get the Moon Knight chopper, get the Moon Knight equipment, and come after me. Come find me, and then we can have our final battle. Now you do have Midnight kind of leave Mark Spector and Rob on the ground, both of them kind of badly beaten. And so you have Midnight say, you better come find me, because that's when we'll have our last dance. Now, we do jump forward in time, and guys, we're basically going to skip over a lot of things, like basically Frenchie talking to Rob, and Midnight kind of stalking his ex-girlfriend. But the thing is though, guys, we now pick up with Midnight and his new mechanic, Ricky, right now about to go on parole, because Ricky was able to fix the Moon Knight chopper. And so with the Moon Knight chopper being repaired, it's kind of like, okay, we can go again. We can go out there and be Moon Knight with the Moon Knight chopper. The thing is though, guys, while Ricky and Moon Knight are going out on parole, they do see that right now there's some kind of battle going on where guns are just blazing left and right. And the thing is though, guys, when Moon Knight looks down, he sees the Punisher. He's kind of like, oh, great. The guy that basically Steve Rogers was trying to compare me to. Now guys, when it comes to this chapter right here, it may seem like it's not a very important chapter, but actually guys, this chapter is very important, because guys, this is kind of what Steve Rogers was saying earlier, how Moon Knight and the Punisher are just alike, are almost alike. And what I mean is that, guys, remember, when it comes to the Punisher will kill you. Like right now, guys, you have Moon Knight watching the Punisher just kill a bunch of thugs, because these thugs were doing certain crimes that say, hey, you know what? You raped, you killed, whatever, Punisher believes that you should die. And so guys, when the Punisher kills, Moon Knight kind of plays on the borderline. He might kill you, he might not kill you. It depends on his mood. And the thing is though, guys, you have basically Frank Castle kind of talk to Moon Knight and asking him, did you finally agree on my methods? Like, do you finally believe that what I'm doing is better than other heroes? And the thing is though, guys, you have Moon Knight say, I'm not like you. And the thing is though, guys, he's right. Because again though, Punisher will kill you. As soon as you do a certain crime that's basically rape, kill, or whatever, well, the Punisher will kill you. He will literally shoot you in the head in 2 seconds. Now, with Moon Knight though, it's more of, hey, I might kill you, I might not kill you. Again, it depends on his mood. And the thing is though, guys, you have Moon Knight say, I'm not like you. But the thing is though, guys, you also have Moon Knight say, but some heroes believe that we are just alike. And Punisher say, you know what? We could be alike, but we're not alike. The thing is though, I have already crossed the line. You keep tiptoeing that line of being a killer and not being a killer. And the thing is though, guys, you have Punisher tell Moon Knight, you have to make a decision here. To be an actual killer or just be like one of them. Now, the thing is though, guys, Moon Knight kind of hates the Punisher, because guys, the Punisher actually killed Moon Knight's brother years ago. And so the thing is though, guys, remember, when it comes to the Punisher, as soon as you do something that's basically kill, rape, or hurting children, well, you're gonna die. Like, you're gonna die as soon as the Punisher finds you. And so when it came to Moon Knight's brother, he fell in that category for Punisher to be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna kill you. And Moon Knight's brother died that night by the hands of the Punisher. Now, guys, we do kind of jump forward in time. And the thing is though, guys, we pick up with the Profile. Now, guys, the Profile was a character in our last video who was basically the man who was gathering all the information about Moon Knight and telling the committee everything that they need to know about the Moon Knight. Sorry guys, for some reason I'm struggling right now. But anyways though guys, you do have basically Moon Knight find the profile, and you have Moon Knight say, listen, I am going to hire you, but I'm not hiring you by money. I'm going to make you work for me, because you're the best person I know out there who is able to gather all kinds of information to help me find the person I'm looking for. I need you to find the Midnight. And so you have the profile say, fine, like, I will basically help you. I will help you find this mysterious person you're looking for. So you have the profile and the Moon Knight kind of agree to work with one of another to find Midnight. Now guys, when it comes to Moon Knight's last 2 chapters in volume 2, you do have 2 things happen at the same time. And so guys, we are going to focus on one thing at a time here. We're not going to sit here and go back and forth between the 2 events. We're going to basically cover one event and then jump over to the other event. And so guys, we're going to cover the Tony Stark and Moon Knight conversation. Now guys, remember, this does take place right in the middle of Civil War. Now the thing is though guys, you do have Moon Knight in the past couple of days been trying to get back to Marlene. Because guys, remember, Marlene is the ex-girlfriend of Moon Knight. The thing is though guys, back in our last video, even though Marlene helped Mark Spector become Moon Knight once again, she told him, I can only be your friend. And even that's kind of hard for me. And so it's kind of her saying, I'd rather not be in your life at all, and vice versa. I think we're better apart. The thing is though guys, Mark Spector is that man who just can't move on. And so he's basically been stalking her for the last few weeks and everything, trying to figure out what's new in her life. And the thing is though guys, he found out that she moved on, that she got a boyfriend now. She got her own little man. And so Moon Knight's kind of like, okay, what is my next step? What is my next step to get her back in my life? Because I need to know what to do. Because right now, she moved on. And the thing is though guys, when Moon Knight goes to confront her to ask her, can we just finally sit down and talk? Well, Marlene's kind of like, no. Like, I left you behind for a reason. Because 1, you're crazy, and 2, because you're a superhero. And I can't take it anymore. And so she tells him no. Now the thing is though guys, while they're arguing, you do have Tony Stark kind of walk up on Moon Knight and Marlene. Now the thing is though guys, Marlene takes it as a way of to step away from Moon Knight and just go home. But the thing is though guys, while you have Tony Stark and Moon Knight talk a little bit, is Tony Stark saying, listen, I got word that Steve Rogers came to visit you, that he talked to you. And so you have Moon Knight say right off the bat, I told him no. I told him I will not join this civil war. I'm going to tell you right now that I do not want to join this civil war. Now, this is also Tony Stark saying, listen, I wasn't really asking you. It's more of like, if you feel like joining, you can. Only because right now times are basically being hard on both sides, and both sides are becoming desperate. And so it's kind of him saying, I don't really want to ask you, but I'm going to ask you to join my side before Steve Rogers comes back and somehow gets you to join his side. And so you have Moon Knight say, once again, no, I will not join this stupid civil war, because we have more important things to worry about than instead of this stupid law that's right now breaking up superheroes' friendships and everything left and right. And so you have him rip up the card that Tony Stark hands him and says, I have other things to do. Now guys, when it comes to the last chapter of Moon Knight Volume 2, we do pick up with Moon Knight meeting up with the Profile. Now guys, remember, Moon Knight hired the Profile to kind of help him find out where in the world Midnight is hiding at. Now the thing is though guys, you do have the Profile tell Moon Knight, listen, like, I thought you were hiring me to do something hard here, but it wasn't that hard to find Midnight. Like, after gathering all the kinds of information about Midnight, I was able to figure out where he's at right now. he's at his dad's old base, the original Midnight's base. The original Midnight's base in the sewers. And so you have Moon Knight say, cool, well, you know what? I'm going to sewers and I'm going to finally stop Jeff Wild, the new Midnight. Now, the thing is though, guys, you do have Moon Knight kind of go back to the mansion, get his Moon Knight outfit, get the Moon Chopper ready, and he tells his new mechanic, Ricky, we're going to need every kind of guns we can to bring down this cyborg. Now, the thing is though, guys, we know there's two characters out there. We know there's two characters, one working with Midnight. And the thing is though, guys, for Moon Knight, all he knows is there's one cyborg. And so right now, he is preparing to fight against one, not two. Now, the thing is though, guys, you do have Moon Knight kind of fly over to New York, goes in the sewers to look for Jeff Wild. The thing is though, guys, while he's in the sewers looking for Jeff Wild, you do have Jeff Wild kind of jump on Moon Knight. I can't talk, sorry guys. You do have Jeff Wild jump on Moon Knight from behind and just start beating him down. Now guys, this is where we get introduced to a new character, not really a new character actually, but we come to find out who was the young lady working alongside with Midnight. And guys, we come to find out her name is Lynn Church. Now guys, Lynn Church was one of the people who were there who were able to turn Jeff Wild into the cyborg. The thing is though, after her and her friends turned Jeff Wild into a cyborg, she turned herself also into a cyborg. Now, the thing is though, guys, you do have Jeff Wild kind of start torturing Moon Knight. Now guys, remember, Jeff Wild is kind of mad at Moon Knight a little bit because he was the sidekick of Moon Knight. But the thing is though, guys, he died by the hands of basically working alongside with Moon Knight. And so Jeff Wild is kind of mad at Moon Knight because he believes Moon Knight should have killed the people who killed him because he was his sidekick. The thing is though, Moon Knight did not kill those men. And so for Midnight, he's kind of like, you basically just forgot about me. I died and you did not care at all. What kind of friend are you? What kind of person are you? Now, the thing is though, guys, he's planning to torture Moon Knight to death. He's kind of like, I did all of this so I can get you here in my dad's old base to just torture you because I want to kill you for not basically getting revenge for my death. Now, while he's talking on, you kind of have you do have Lynn kind of betray Midnight because out of nowhere, she smacks him so hard, he flies across the room. Now guys, we come to find out why, because Lynn here, I won't say liar, I don't know why. Lynn here, she is tired of being a cyborg. She is tired of being a cyborg. And the thing is though, guys, she wants to die. And the reason why she teamed up with Jeff Wild, the new Midnight, because she was hoping that Moon Knight would be the one to finally end her life, to kill her and Midnight. And the thing is though, she's kind of like, we didn't bring him here so you can torture him. We brought him here because we're too weak to kill ourselves, so we need him to kill us. And so it's kind of like, oh, well, that's a little different. But things though, guys, Jeff Wild's kind of like, listen, I know that was the plan, but I want to kill him. And after I kill him, then we can find some nerd to hack us, and then we can kill each other. But she's not having it. Now, to go ahead and wrap up this video, you do have Moon Knight able to kill off Jeff Wild after fighting him for a few more pages, and then you do have Moon Knight kind of leave Lynn outside the sewers, and that's when you have the Moon Chopper just shoot her down with heavy ammo and kills her off too. And that kind of ends volume 2 of Moon Knight, with him kind of killing Midnight, his old sidekick, once again. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end today's comic book video. Please leave me a like down below and also subscribe for more comic book stories in the near future. Also, any suggestions on books I should read, let me know in the comments below. But anyways, guys, I'm out of here. and I'll see you on the next comic book video. Later, guys.